Welcome to That Famous TV. This is your host, That Famous itself. How y'all doing out there tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's feeling well. Hope everybody's in good spirits. I'm here just to give information. I am not saying that I am right. I am not saying that I am wrong. Like I said, I'm here to only give information. So welcome to That Famous TV. I'm your host, That Famous itself. This night edition, I want to talk about more so the government lockdown. What is actually a government lockdown? Why we're in the government lockdown? And who's the correct people to blame? Excuse me, for this government lockdown, right? So I don't want to get right into that. I want to get into the depths of everything that is going on in the world right now. And what I mean by everything, I mean everything. So I know people that's going to watch this. I know people that's going to join this live is actually know somebody or is someone that received SNAP benefits, some type of government assistance. And if you are, what I can say is it's a sad thing because it's like, well, if you do the history on things, it feels like the Great Depression, honestly. Got the world in chaos. I guess over 400 million people will be affected if they do not come up with an agreement on this thing. So what I can say is, let's get into it. All right? Let's talk about something that hits harder than people realize: the government shutdown, right? That phrase pops up. Government shutdown pops up every few years like a bad rerun. And when it pops up, it put the world into panic. Everybody get in this panic mode, right? Who actually feel it? It ain't the ones sitting in that office, though. I tell y'all that. For the ones that's joining, thank y'all for joining, man. This is something deep, man. I really want y'all to listen to me. Talk about the government shutdown, man. How you doing, Cinco Sonic? United States government shutdown, man. How you doing, David? Yes, sir. So we go straight talk about it. Let's break it down real simple, right? A government shutdown happened when Congress can't agree on a budget, right? In the United States, that's what happened with a government shutdown. Congress can't agree on a budget. It's like you got these sides that make these decisions for the world, and people are so quick to blame this one person for it. But I'm gonna get into that, right? So let me go off of my notes, right? Let me give y'all something, a quick breakdown. A government shutdown happens when Congress can't agree on a budget. Basically, they're arguing over money, and while they're arguing, everything stops. Federal workers get furloughed, paychecks get delayed, national perk closes, certain benefits slow down, and regular people, hard-working families, got to figure out how to survive without help they depended on. But see, the wild part is politicians still get paid, right? They still getting a check. Meanwhile, the janitors, the maintenance workers, the TSA agents, the folks keeping the system running, they're left hanging, right? I know a lot of people that live paycheck to paycheck, man, right? And when the government shut down, it's not just about politics. That's rent money, car payments, extra bills, things that y'all actually want to do in life when it comes to that. I'll talk about this government shutdown and who it actually impact, and actually what is going on. Because a lot of people right now are so quick to blame Donald Trump for this. So everybody's so quick to be like, Donald Trump got this shutdown going on. But do you actually know who has it going on? It ain't Donald Trump. You got people that is really sitting there debating or arguing about money. And our United States has a budget. We got a budget for Medicaid. We got a budget for SNAP benefits. We got a budget for Section 8 housing. We got a budget for all different things that help the lower class people, right? But it's two sides to vote on it. So right now, even if the Republicans is voting on it, they still have 5 sides of Democrats that needs the votes on it now to make it say yes and make it go through. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people don't know the real reason of like why. Like the reason to why is, I don't want to be a smart ass, but if you take away government assistance, right? If you take away government assistance and if you turn off the, how about this? If you turn off the water, people can't drink. So all these illegal immigrants that's in our country that we don't know about, or that we do know about, or that we care to know about, if they are receiving some type of benefit through our government system, through fraud, they're taken away. So I believe that Congress came up with a plan to say, look, we're going to shut this down to really see who is the right people for this whole welfare thing, anything that the government's giving, SNAP benefits, Medicaid, whatever, right? If you turn that off, because they have rules to it now, you have to have a job, you have to do this, you got to be doing certain things. It's like a rule package now where you got to fit into this criteria to receive benefits. So if you don't fit that criteria, then you're not going to receive it. And majority of the people that's on it, just think of all the people that's on it that don't even need it, you're going to get off of it. So I think that's what they're doing right now. They're just going through the system and checking and making sure people get off of it, making sure people stay on it. I think that's what the hell is going on right now. But it impact the home front of a lot of people. It really impact the whole front of a lot of people. Food for kids, car payments. And it's crazy because you're telling me folks down in DC still argue about who to blame. Nah, it's not the leadership that's leaving people behind. It's like they shut down the system but don't shut down their lifestyles. And I think that's where people be like, oh, they get to still live. They get to, like, right now Donald Trump's painting the White House like gold and white. Like, maybe that's their own money, man. Like, yo, it's like, so people so quick to blame a certain entity, man. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, and I ain't on no side. That's why I'm an independent. I ain't on no side. That's why I'm an independent. But it do affect a lot of people. That's what I don't like about it. I really don't like about how it affects the whole. I mean, 400 million people. That's a whole lot of people that it's affecting. And then it's crazy because it seems like the prices and inflation is still going to rise even after. Even if they was to release it on Wednesday for people to get their SNAP benefits, everything in the stores is still going to rise. So all the money that they lost from people not spending, they're going to get it back from SNAP. All the benefits that they get from, let's say, welfare or cash assistance, they still going to run out and spend it because people are hungry. You got to think about it. Then there's going to be crazy flood of the stores because people wasn't out shopping. So from the time that they mentioned it to the time now, people wasn't shopping. So it's going to be hectic regardless. But the craziest thing I think is how our government use propaganda to like scare the people, like put people in the panic mode. It really make people do some crazy ass things, man. Like I seen on Facebook, somebody went in the grocery store and just took groceries. Like motherfuckers don't care like when it comes to certain things. I mean, but that's that, man. We on lockdown, and I guess the government people ain't getting paid, and other people are suffering from it. If you receive SNAP benefits, you then gotta go to cash. If you go to cash, that means that you gotta dig it to your rent money. That means you gotta dig it to your car payment. I mean, you gotta dig it to the shit that you like to do. I mean, you got, yeah, that's where it hit hard at for a lot of people, all over. That's where it's hitting, and the shit's sad, man. It's shit sad because when you really do get to see other people that don't use the system and benefit, man, that shit be like, damn, man, like where did the others go wrong? I think that's a big ass topic. Like, where did the other go wrong? Motherfuckers are so dependent on this goddamn government. Where's people going wrong? Like, what do you got to do to get ahead? What do you really got to do to get ahead in life? Years and years ago, a man only needed one job to support his family. These days, you need multiple. You need one or two jobs to really support to get ahead. That's the scary part, man. Because when it comes to that, then it comes to fucking missing time with the family. Really not getting time to enjoy your daily life. Is go to work and come home and go to sleep. That's the fucked up part about it, man. Real shit. I mean, that's the fucked up part about it. Listen, I'm just so here to give information. The information that I'm giving, I'm not trying to make somebody go to school. I'm not trying to make somebody feel some type of way. I'm just giving information that I receive. That's all I'm doing. I'm just giving information that I receive. Listen, I just said something the other day, man, and it is real sad because a lot of people that gets on these platforms and make these posts about anything pertaining to our government, I think majority of the people aren't halfly educated to do that. A lot of people don't even know the three branches of the government. A lot of people don't have high school diplomas or GEDs. A lot of people just go off of posts and repost. I think social media is really like a clickbait and see who can really get the most likes and hearts and shit like that. You can't have real life conversations on smaller platforms because if you talk about certain things, they'll block you. People don't understand the way that algorithm work at all. That's why I just get on here and just give information, man. And the information that I'm giving tonight is about the government shutdown and why it's happening. And that's the reason. The reason is because you got two sides that can't decide about a budget with money. They don't know what to do with it. Like, Trump signed off on things. Just like when the PUA checks came out, you just signed off on things. It's all these people in Congress that make these decisions, that make these rules, that make everything works in our fucking government, and he's the face. So when they put it on his desk, it's a yes or a no. That's all it is. It's a yes or a no. Being honest. Just say $15.25 an hour, we get you same lifestyle as anyone else making within the range. I don't know where you live at. I don't know where you live at, Brick Crowd. I don't know where you live, Brick Cloud. I swear to God, I don't know where you live. Can you tell me where you live, please? I make that the top one right there. I make that top one right there that you said. All right, so look, you live in New York City. New York City is definitely high priced. So your rent Your rent is starting off for a 1 bedroom apartment like 1,800 to 2,200. Like that's just your rent. So of course you're going to make that, but you're not going to get that lifestyle that you're not living that lifestyle that you really want to live, bro. Think about it. You're not living that lifestyle that you want to live, especially in New York, making $25 an hour. You're not. You're not. New York is a high price goddamn state. New York City, that shit's just what it is, man. 2 bedroom in Rochester is 1,400. Yeah, in the hood, in the hood. You know that it's gonna be in the hood. It ain't gonna be no spacious apartment. It's gonna be a small type apartment, a small unit. Come on, man. I've been there plenty of times. That shit little up there, bro. It's gonna be loud. You gonna be in the hood. It ain't good. Now, you said a apartment too. What about a house? Let's talk about a 4 or 5 bedroom house. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It definitely go off the state. So for me, right? I'm making that top right now in Pennsylvania. Bro, it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. So, but you said, but that's the thing. You get the same making 15 as you do as 25. You fucking do, because the way that the world's set up, you do. It feels like that. You don't, but it feels like that. Depending on how your lifestyle is. Depending on how your lifestyle is, that's what really matters on some real shit of what you make. But I honestly believe this. Everybody that's in the medical field, everybody that's in the medical field, any female that work in a nursing home, any of that, man, that's a hard job. I worked in there. I did maintenance and that shit. You should start off at $20 an hour from the door. House is $90K in New York. The same house is $180. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Listen, and then look, the $90K one in PA is going to come half-ass decent. The one in New York gonna cost $180, and that shit gonna look like bullshit. You know that, bro. You know it. And I'm just speaking facts. Now, me, where I'm at right now, with 90K, I'd rather go down south, because you're gonna get something real nice. You get something real nice down south with 90 bands. You really can. It's just the way that the world fucked up, man. Like, you can't even grab property. You can't even grab property. You can't grab land. Inflation is the fuck up. Interest rates is the fuck up. It's like it's going down now. But like, you gotta be on this shit. Everything that's going on right now, you gotta be on it, man. Ownership is key. Period. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Ownership is key. For anybody that's gonna watch this, anybody that's gonna like skim through it, anybody that's gonna join right now, and I want y'all to really hear me out with this shit. Listen, if you don't know about credit, I'm gonna tell y'all something about credit, right? Chime is the best fucking credit thing to use when it comes to building it. Chime, get Chime. The reason why you should get Chime is because if you have a job, Chime lets you build your own credit based off your pay. So for example, right? Once you get Chime and you start getting your direct deposits, whatever, and you get a credit builder card, anything that you put on there is your limit. So if you put 500 on there and you spend it, that's your limit. If you start off with 500, you spend it, that's your limit. But every time you get paid, it goes automatically to your credit builder, but you're still your money, but it's showing them that you paid that off. So every time you pay that shit off, it builds your fucking credit. Chime is the best goddamn credit builder. I promise you. And I'm not lying. That shit's good. It's good for you. If you don't understand it, get on YouTube and learn how to use Chime. It'll never let you down. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. I do this live thing because I really like getting on here and have a real people like viewing. I want to tell you a little bit about DATFAMUSTV. DATFAMUSTV is really a platform for everybody. Like Mr. Brick Cloud down here, it's a company mission to provide a consumer financial service model that is more accessible, less reliant on fees, serving the needs of everyday Americans. That's it. See this. It's a company mission to provide a consumer's financial service model that is more accessible and less reliant on fees, serving the need. Listen, I I promise you this, yo. Chime to, I've never heard of it. What, Chime? You never heard of Chime? Listen, if you have a job, Chime is like a goddamn, it's an online bank that lets you digitally control your own credit limit. So, for example, if you get paid every 2 weeks and your checks is $2,500, and it goes to your credit builder, that is your line of credit. If you spend $2,500 in a week, in 2 weeks you're an ass. You see what I'm saying? But that's how I do. Did you just say Luigi? Nah. I said Brick Cloud, but Chime. Chime is what it is, man. Chime's going to get you your credit up. Chime's going to help you build. Then you switch. Once you get your credit up on Chime, if you don't have a bank account, then you go open up a bank account. They going to see your credit score. Then you work your way in your bank. Spit loogie. Yeah, man. I'm outside, man. I'm outside, Brick Cloud. I'm outside, man. You know how it is when you smoking outside. You got the spit. But yeah, man, I'm being honest, man. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man. I ain't here to try. I don't try to get on here to preach to the masses, man. I get on here to really try to talk to people that's really going to listen, man. Insight, absolutely. So, it's something that I really want people to really tap into too. So I just got put on this. I'm pretty sure everybody watched the movie The Titanic. If you haven't, go watch it again. And then when you watch it, I want y'all to switch over and then go watch this YouTube video about how it's called The Birth of Jekyll Island. And that book is about how the big bankers went over, I think it was in Atlanta, and they came up. Yeah, watch that again. Watch it, man. Watch it. It's deep. How they said the bankers all linked up to come up with a plan because they didn't like how the Federal Reserve was working, and they came up with a plan to overthrow that, and now they own the Federal Reserve. Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan, shit like that. But it's deep, man. Is it The Curse of Jekyll Island or The Birth of Jekyll Island? But y'all can check it out, man. That shit's out there. That shit's out there too. But it's really deep because it really tells us more about our fucking government. Tell us more about our government, man. But let me give y'all some more insight about something. So, for example, let me see. All right, so Brick Cloud, you from New York, right? Let me tell y'all a little bit how this shit work. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure in your state is voting too. Voting is something very important, but I ain't telling y'all to go vote. What I'm gonna tell y'all is the truth about how this shit really work. And what made me really pay attention is what's going on where I'm from. So, in my city right now, you got a district attorney that's running for judge, but his friend is also running for judge. So you got his friend and him running for judge, but he's already the head district attorney. Then you got a female that's a she's running for judge, but she's on the Democrat side. So them two's on the Republican, she's on the Democrat side. The one, he sends people to jail, bro. He's sending you to jail. When it's a high profile case, it's either gonna work this way. If you know he got you, he's gonna stay on the case. If he can't fuck with you, he's gonna get off the case. He's giving it to somebody because he don't want that shit on his name as a law. Boom. So as I'm watching this shit, I'm like, damn, why would the head DA, you're the head DA, why would you run for judge? It only makes sense to either get the polls to either vote for you and then you drop out, and then your friend get the votes to go against her, or you actually doing it because you really want to do it. And I think it's really to fuck up the vote and shit. That just recently happened where I'm from, but it happened on the black side. So on the black side, they did the same thing. You got all these black people that want to run out and become mayor. I think it was four black people, one white person. So you got 4 blacks, 1 white. All these votes swing. All these votes swing. It goes to either 1 black, 1 white, and that's what happened. It went to a female and a male. Now she's up against this male. The male is with the whole everything. Look, this motherfucking boy is with everything. Building up the community that's not inner city. It ain't for us. Period. I'm gonna just say that. I don't want to get too much into it, motherfucker. But it ain't for us. So voting is very important, man, when it comes to your city. So when your side is out there, man, make sure y'all go out there and vote. Go out there and vote, man. That shit really matter, man. You don't want nobody that's an asshole. I promise you. I promise you. And like I said, man, if y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure y'all go over there. Make sure y'all view the videos that I posted. I got a smoke session over there with a few people, man. I got a smoke session over there with what's your name? Pain Rocket. Make sure y'all check that episode out. I got that episode. I got another episode with a few other people. I no longer work with them, but I got an episode over there with that. That's a good episode. Make sure y'all check that out, man. That's my own John. Hey, listen, eventually everything you're hearing starts to fade, and there's a reason. Man, listen, the biggest thing in the United States of America is they never will allow, they never gonna allow you to get bigger than they are. Ever. Ever. Period. They never gonna allow you to get bigger than what they are, man. It's just crazy. I think what needs to happen is people really need to like join together in the force, and not even on no stand up against the government shit, but like start really questioning like everything that goes on. Nah, you ain't. You ain't born perfect, bro. No, you not. There's nothing you need to do to be great. Listen to me. You ain't born perfect. You ain't born perfect. This is why you ain't born perfect. Inside the womb, you have no clue. Nothing was going on. Nothing. It's like Adam and Eve. I want you to listen to me. You don't know nothing that's going on. The moment that Adam bit the apple, whatever, his eyes open, he see everything. That's the same thing when you come out that womb. You cut the umbilical cord, you attach from that tree, your eyes is open. You gotta breathe on your own. You gotta do everything on your own now. So you ain't born perfect. You gotta figure out life now. Look, everybody everybody is created for a reason, and everybody that's created has a destiny. Because if you don't have a destiny, you're not gonna make it in life. So everybody that's born, God created for a goddamn reason. You just gotta figure out what's your purpose. That's why I like doing this. I think this is my purpose, just to speak to people, random people, just have conversations and speak to random people. Why do you feel you need to accomplish something to be great? You don't need to accomplish anything to be great. However, I believe in legacy. I believe that leaving things behind is very, very important when you have offspring. Period. We have everything. We have food. We have health. We have each other. Eve looks at Adam and says, "That's it." After she got him to eat the damn apple. If he don't eat the apple, how do we know that he's naked? Without doing that. That's the same thing. If you're not told something, how do you know? It ain't no joke. It's just how you interpret it. It's really on how you really interpret it. For real. I don't believe it's a joke. I think it's really on how you interpret the Bible. Look, everybody say the Bible. I remember some old man told me, he asked me, do I know what the Bible means? I said no. And then he told me, he said, the Bible is basic and structured before leaving Earth. And if you look at the Bible and you read the Bible and you understand the Bible is breaking down parables after parables after parables of how you should live life. Period. That's just what I believe. You know what I mean? I ain't no Christian, I ain't no Muslim, I ain't none of that. I just believe in a higher power. I just believe we was created to be greater than what the hell we are. They dumbed us down so much. They knew what they was doing. They knew what they was doing. Before these computers, before these phones, this digital shit, everybody was outside enjoying life. Everybody was outside. Everybody was outside enjoying life, man. You was outside walking, you was outside playing games, you was outside having fun, whether it was drinking, partying, whatever it was. These devices came, Y2K came, 2000, 2001, that shit hit, and it took over. And what it was, a digital thing that worked. Boop, phones that turned into a computer. It's just a computer. It's a walking digital thing. You can do everything off of it. People was like, oh, you gonna have a chip. You gonna have a chip in your hand. Yeah, you got it in your fucking hand right now. The walking chip everywhere you go. You can walk into a grocery store. Boop. You can walk into any gas station. Boop. You can walk into any convenience store. Boop. You don't need nothing. You don't even need card right now. Bobby Digital. Yeah, that shit like that. That's the Matrix. They know what they doing. You just gotta understand it. I'm telling you, man. Shit deep. But that's what it is, man. You got a digital chip in your hand every single day. I don't care what it is. You got an iPhone. You got a, what's this? I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is. This is to get on. Look, I don't even know. It won't even turn on. But yeah, man. That's what it's for. But what's going on in New York, man? What's going on in New York? I be looking at Manhattan. Manhattan look real crazy. People's just outside just trying to create all different type of content, dancing and rapping and selling shit and scamming and whatever the case may be. So is that a norm in New York? Do the cops know that this goes on and just don't give a fuck? That's a question for Brick Cloud. Pennsylvania. Up in Pennsylvania. See, Rochester is up north of New York, I believe. Like going up toward like Buffalo and all that type shit. What the hell you say where you got for? Who been chasing y'all for years? Canadian Good New York. Man, listen, y'all like right there. I mean, listen, man. You know how Pennsylvania is. Pennsylvania is definitely a Commonwealth state. It's a corporate greed state. You can't. I'm telling you, especially where I'm at, man. You're not going to succeed with a big business. So, for example, right? Everything is digital. Yes, you can sell 1 million fucking t-shirts offline tomorrow. You can't have a storefront and make that type of money without them on your ass. They gonna find something to fuck with you, something in this state. Oh, something. I'm telling you. Oh, definitely ask kids. Definitely ask kids. Yeah. Pennsylvania. That's what they do, man. That's what it is. New York focus more on like guns and shit. New York focus on guns. Y'all was crazy on guns, gangs, and shit like that. Like, but I understand it and shit. It was a lot of gangs and shit. Bloods versus Crips and shit like that. We say the country heard the police shit you hear doesn't exist so much. Nah, fuck no, nah. But what I did hear about upstate New York when it comes to them jails, man, them motherfuckers is racist as fuck. I heard that. I definitely heard that. I read about it. I seen it on the news. I heard that. Yeah. Inner city New York, man, to me is just kids being kids, and what you see is what you get, man. Everybody right now in the New York inner city, kid-wise, is trying to make music, period. They get tied up into the gang shit because they look up to these older motherfuckers because ain't no father figure around. That's just what the fuck it is. That's just that. I mean, but like I said, it got the ties into the gang. You got to tie in with the gang. because the gangs run shit. So if the gangs run shit and this kid live in the community, they seeing it every day. They gonna start going, oh, what up, little, da, 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 what up, da, da, da. And then you go from there and then you work your way into the big shit. For sure. For sure. You see how, look, everything that happened in New York that goes on the media, be the news-wise, social media, whatever, that should be big shit. The boy, Mel Giunione, that shot the little dude, like, all that shit be big shit. That shit happened. I got a speeding ticket in Brookville, PA one time. Oh, yeah, and they came and chased your ass down. You better pay it. You better pay it. Yeah, because they going to come chase you down. And if you don't come chase you down, they gonna put a warrant out for your arrest. Now you got a warrant out for your arrest in Pennsylvania. You get caught in New York, they going to expedite your ass. Or they might not expedite, you might do a screen visit now, but back then they expedite your ass all the way for a motherfucking speeding ticket. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Yes, they disrespectful. I've been saying it for the longest. I gotta get out of this dumbass state. This state's the worst. Yeah, keep that job paid too. For real. For real. Keep it paid, man. But listen, I'm not gonna be on here long. Like I said, I'm here just to give information, man. That's all I am. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. It's gonna get better. I promise y'all. I'm working on everything. I'm working on everything. Far as the backdrop, far as who I'm working with, it's coming along. I promise y'all. And I'm not stopping. Can't nothing stop me. Get on the subscription. You get on the subscription, you're gonna see the packages, you're gonna see the plans, you're gonna see what's to come. It is what it is. It was my fault. Yeah, it's always our fault. We speed. Welcome to That Famous TV. I'm your host, That Famous Itself. Thank y'all for watching, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.